and had always believed she understood people, not in a soft, empathetic way, but in a sharp, girded one. She noticed pauses in conversations, the slight delay in replies, the change in tone. To her, these weren't small things, they were signs. Proof. People didn't need to say anything. She already knew what they meant. Or at least, she thought she did. That evening, she stared at her phone screen, her thumb hovering over the keyboard. "Why didn't you reply?" she typed and sent. The message showed seen. Minutes passed. No reply. A familiar feeling settled in her chest, not surprise, not even sadness. Just confirmation. Of course, she whispered to herself, locking the phone. Same as always. Her mind didn't wait for an explanation. It didn't need one. He's ignoring you. He doesn't care. You were right again. The thoughts came easily, almost comfortingly. Being right felt better than being uncertain. So she didn't ask again. She didn't wait. She decided. That night, sleep came late. Her mind replayed the moment over and over, filling in the silence with own answers, twisting the unknown into something familiar, something that matched what she had always believed. By the time she fell asleep, her anger felt justified, safe. When she woke up, something felt off. Her room looked the same, the pale light filtering through the curtains, the quiet stillness of morning, but the air felt heavier, like it was holding something unspoken. Her phone buzzed beside her. A message. From Menem. "Sorry, I was busy," and stared at it for a moment before letting out a small, humorless laugh. "Busy," she murmured. Right. Excuses always sounded believable when you already expected them. The uneasiness followed her outside. As she walked down the street, she felt eyes on her. Not the usual passing glances, but something more deliberate, lingering, judging, and then she heard it. "She thinks she knows everything," and stopped abruptly, turning toward the voice. "What did you say?" The two people standing nearby looked at her, confused. "We didn't say anything." She frowned and walked away, her heartbeat slightly faster now. At the cafe, the barista handed her order without meeting her eyes. At the store, the cashier seemed impatient, barely acknowledging her. Everywhere she went, something went wrong, or maybe familiar. Coldness, distance, disinterest. Exactly what she had always believed about people. "See," her mind whispered, "you were right all along," and for a while she believed it, until the cracks began. That evening she saw Menem. He wasn't avoiding her. He wasn't walking away. He was standing there as if he had been waiting. Finally, he said. His voice wasn't distant. It wasn't careless. It was calm and tired. "You didn't reply," and said immediately, her tone sharp. Menem looked at her for a moment before speaking. "No," he said quietly. "You didn't understand." She frowned. "What's that supposed to mean?" He stepped a little closer, his gaze steady. "Why didn't you ask me?" "Asked you what?" "Why I didn't reply." In hesitated. "I didn't need to," she said after a moment. "I already knew." Manin's expression didn't change. "That's the problem." A faint cracking sound echoed in the air. It froze. What was that? Manav didn't react. He just kept looking at her. "You hear it now?" he asked. Another crack. This time, she saw it. A thin line spreading across the sky like a fracture in glass. Her breath caught. "What is happening?" "This," Manav said softly, "isn't the world." Her heart began to race. "Stop. Don't say things like that. It's not real," he continued. "It's your version of it." Memories hit her all at once, but not the ones she had been replaying. Different ones. Unread messages she had ignored. Missed calls she never returned. Moments where someone tried to explain, and she didn't let them. "No," she whispered, shaking her head. "That's not true. You didn't want it to be." Manus said. The cracks spread faster now, breaking through the sky, the ground, everything around them. You decide what people meant, he continued, his voice steady despite the chaos. Before they could even show you, and pressed her hands to her ears. Stop. But his voice didn't stop. You see, betrayal, he said, even when there was none. The world shattered. In woke up with a sharp gasp. Her room was quiet again, still, normal, real. For a few seconds, she just lay there, staring at the ceiling, trying to steady her breathing. It was just a dream, she whispered, but it didn't feel like one. Her phone lay beside her. One unread message. She hesitated before picking it up, her fingers unusually slow, if something inside her had changed. She opened it. Sorry, I was at the hospital. My mom wasn't well. I'll call you later. The words blurred for a moment as she started at the screen. No hidden meaning, no coldness, no betrayal, just truth. In exhaled slowly, her grip on the phone loosening. For the first time, her mind didn't rush to fill the silence. It didn't twist the meaning. It didn't decide. She typed a reply, paused, deleted it, typed again. Is she okay? She started at the message for a second before pressing send, and in that small moment something shifted. Not the world, not the people in it, but the way she chose to see them. Because sometimes the truth isn't hidden. We just refuse to look at it. Authors Pov. We like to believe we see people clearly, that we understand the intentions, their behavior, their silence. But the truth is, we don't see people as they are, we see them as our experiences have taught us to. Sometimes what we call intention is just fear in disguise. Sometimes what we call understanding is just assumption. And sometimes we aren't reacting to reality at all, we are reacting to a version of it our mind created to protect us. It wasn't wrong because she felt hurt. She was wrong because she never gave the truth a chance to exist. She chose certainty over clarity, assumption over conversation, being right over understanding. And maybe that's the hardest truth of all, not that people misunderstand us, but that sometimes we misunderstand them first. The dream didn't change the world. It only showed her what she had been refusing to see. So the question isn't what did they mean? It's, did you ever really try to find out?